been a lot of misinformation flying around about the FCC, and I just want to emphasize once again that hosting such events does not mean that we at the FCC either endorse or oppose the views of our speakers. These speakers here on this podium, they've included senior officials of the Chinese government, the Hong Kong government, and other governments, as well as their opponents and critics. We've had speakers in favor of Brexit, we've had speakers against Brexit, we've had speakers in favor of Donald Trump, we've had speakers against Donald Trump, and we've had speakers, of course, in favor of the Chinese Communist Party, and we've had speakers against. And this is what press clubs do. It is really a completely normal activity for a press club. Where we do take a stand is on the issue of free speech in Hong Kong, in Asia, and the world, and that the FCC does believe that its members and the public at large have the right, and in the case of correspondents and journalists, we actually have the professional responsibility to hear the views of different sides in any debate. Now, Hong Kong rightly prides itself on its reputation as a place where the rule of law applies, where there is freedom of speech and freedom of association, all enshrined, as you know, in the basic law. And likewise, we at the FCC, we fully respect the law and we champion free speech and freedom of the press across Asia. Now, the invitation to Mr. Chan has generated some very heated and very angry rhetoric from some of those who dislike him. They dislike what he has to say, and they have attacked us for hosting him. Ironically, some of the most vociferous protesters are able to stage the demonstrations that you've probably seen outside only by virtue of the freedoms that Hong Kong enjoys and other cities in China do not. But rather than argue what everybody else is saying about, what Mr. Chan thinks or doesn't think and what he's going to say and what he doesn't say, I'm just going to suggest that we hear from Andy Chan himself, who's going to speak now. Mr. Chan, thank you.